So the first thing is the workspaces, right? So I think so far, Vinny is the only one that has multiple workspaces. Maybe a couple of other people do. So the workspace that we're in is the A to J Tech and Design. Yeah, that one. And the workspace is basically where a whole lot of channels are housed. Um, the main channel for our project is the assembly line channel, and you guys are all on there. But other channels that you might need to know about are these specific channels, and I'll link them in our chat afterwards. Basically, it's where people break off from the main channel and talk about specific topics. So, for example, this is the 209A channel, and this is where we're talking about the 209A interviews. And the next thing is your profile. Oh, Mike, okay, you're ready. You're just joining all of them now. Okay, so the profile, right? If you want to edit your profile and put, I'm just gonna move this, that's my photo. You can go over here, edit your profile, and select your name. If you want your username to be something else, you can change it over here and you can upload a photo. And it's quite handy to have photos because it allows us to easily identify people on the channels. It's not necessary though, you don't have to do that. The other thing to learn about here is your away. So if you want to mark yourself as away, you can go over here, and then you can also pause your notifications. That's really important because if you want to work on your computer but not have people from Slack be contacting you, that's the way to do that. If you're green, people are going to think that you are available to chat with, basically. Direct messages are going to be the main thing that you're going to be using probably to talk to people. I've got a lot of DMs here, but you probably won't have this many, I hope. So you can just DM with one person by going up here and then typing their name. So I'm going to do Caroline. We actually already have a DM, so our history pops up, and then I can just say hi. I'm just gonna show you how to use the messages while we're at it as well. So, okay, Caroline. So, what I find very helpful is the edit function. So you go to these three dots and you can just press E, and it allows you to edit the message. If you want to message multiple people in one group chat, you can go like this. And I think we already have a group chat. So that's your group chat with these two people. And they appear also in the DMs thing. If you're having conversations with people that are you're referring to a lot, you can star them so that they can come up here under the starred heading. So you can see these are the people that I talk to a lot that I've decided that I want to star so that I don't have to keep looking down here. Because also what you'll find is that if the more DMs you get, some of them disappear. There's like there's a max that you can have here. So then you start looking and you can't see them there and you have to go search them. A quick way to search DMs is to go Control K or Command K, and that pulls up the search function and you can just search for the chats there. Okay, another thing is your own DM. So this is like a little to do. It's a note to yourself. Okay, these are my notes that I've written to myself. So basically, if you want to remind yourself of something, or if you just want to jot something down, it's a quick way to do that. So you can do that. And then what I often do is I put reminders on it. So you can remind yourself of any message actually. So this is something that you can use across the board. So over here, you can go remind me about this, and you can set the time that you want it to get reminded by. So that's really helpful if you want it like a to-do list function, basically. And I just jot down everything in there.
Maeve?
Yeah.
Can you set that reminder thing? Can you do that with other people? You know,
Yeah.
if other people have DM'd you, or you can use that reminder in messages in the
anything, any messages. This message, if we are in the channel or if we're in DMs, you can So this is a message that I sent to you or a message that you sent to me. So that's a really helpful feature that, just keep track of things, especially because in certain channels and DMs, it's a lot to go through. So it'll just pull up things that are important that you wanted to get reminded about. Pinned items are things that you're going to want to see a lot. So these are the things that I've pinned. You just go up, to see your pins, you just go up to this little pin icon and it'll show you them in the right pane. To pin something, it's also, all the message controls are over here. So you go to the right, the three dots, and then pin to this conversation. You can also pin things in the channels, and you'll see the things that have been pinned over here.
If you want something that's in a channel pinned so you can find it, do you do a link? Do you do
the message?
Yeah, how do you get that in your own, what I mean, your own little pin list?
So what I can do is I can share the message like this. And because it's in a public channel, I can share it with anyone. So I'm going to share it with myself. And then you'll see it comes into this is now my chat with myself. And the other thing is I really like shortcuts. So the shortcuts in Slack you can see them by going control this
Forward slash.
And you can see all the shortcuts here. So as I said, I showed you those two that I use a lot, but you can just look through here if you're finding yourself going to the same menu buttons or the same clicking the same things. There's probably going to be a shortcut, and if there's not, you can generate one. Once you've been using it for a week, you do get used to it. And as I said, if you have questions about certain things, it's always good to ask them in the channels. You can at people, so I'm not going to at in the main one. Let me do this one. I'm going to at Caroline. So, and that will notify Caroline that that's a message for her. And then that'll draw Caroline's attention to it. If you want to notify the whole channel, you go at channel. And then what often happens is something let me show you what happens in the assembly line one. It'll tell you like, hey, are you sure? Because so it's like, you want to notify all these people, do you? Nah, you don't want to do it. I don't really do it ever. We'll start adding you and making sure that you're getting lots of messages and getting used to it. And as I said, those shortcuts are really beneficial. Okay, we don't have Mike is just joining all the channels. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. I think that's about it.